Okay, now children, I hope all of you know how to draw a bar graph. Today we will learn how to draw a double bar graph. So let us first make the axis for that. For making a bar graph, first we make one horizontal line and one vertical line like this. Okay, then you all know. Now suppose I want to draw a double bar graph. First of all, I have to mark the scale also on both the axes. Let's for example take the sixth question of your exercise, and you have to draw a double bar graph based on table number 3.1. Just on the very first page of data handling, there is a table 3.1 which shows the temperature of cities as on 20th 6 2006. So here you can see three columns. In the first column, the name of the city is given. In the second column, the maximum temperature, and the third column, the minimum temperature is given. So children, I want to mark the points on the vertical axis first. So how I am going to mark the points? Look at the maximum temperature first, which is the lowest maximum temperature. I can see 28 degrees Celsius of Bangalore is the lowest maximum temperature, and the highest is 41 degrees. So what happens if I suppose start marking it from say 20, and then I say 25, 30, 35, 40 and then 45. That will be enough because the highest maximum temperature is 41 degrees Celsius. Now you know on the graph when you mark here, you can see how many small dots in between 0 and 20. This is a 1 centimeter graph, so there are 10 small markings like 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one is slightly bigger, 6, 7, 8, 9 and this is the 10th one. In the same way you have it here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can easily see in between 20 and 25 there are 10 small lines, and how many numbers to count in between? Just 5 numbers. So can I say that 2 small lines will represent one number? Now if I want to represent 21, it will be, this is 20, I am just marking it here, this is 20, then one small line and then another small line, this one will be your 21. Similarly, leaving out one small line, the fourth small line will represent 22. Then leaving out this line, and then the sixth small line will be 23. Seventh के बाद eighth small line will represent 24. Then leaving out ninth, the 10th line is representing 25. So this is how you write down all the numbers in between. Alright. Now I have to mark, now I am just rubbing this off because this I just wrote for your explanation. It is not required actually. Alright. Now what? Now look at the table. In Ahmedabad, the maximum temperature is 38 degree Celsius. So can anyone tell me where will 38 lie? First of all, it will lie between 35 and 40. So again I am marking the small lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after 35, leave out one line, means the second line will represent 36. Then leave out the third line, the fourth line will represent 37. Sixth line will represent 38. Eighth line will represent 39. And this 10th line is representing 40. Now I have to represent 38, means this line we are talking about. Okay, so that means here I will mark a point. Okay, and I will try and make a bar here. So if I make two straight lines here and join them to form a bar like this. Okay, I don't have a scale with me. So, okay, this is the maximum temperature that we have shown of Ahmedabad. Now, what is the minimum temperature of Ahmedabad? It is 29. Now, I will choose another color for this, maybe say green color. I will represent two different colors for maximum and minimum temperature. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to differentiate between the two types of temperatures. Now, 29 degree will lie between 25 and 30. 20 after 25, the second line will be 26, fourth line is 27, sixth line is 28, and this eighth line is 29. Okay, this line will represent 29. So I'll go parallel to this and here till here, and now I will try and make one bar with this. This will be my minimum temperature. So I can write it at the top here by a green symbol, green color. I can show this is showing the minimum temperature, and we had shown the maximum temperature by a black color. So this is showing the maximum temperature. Alright. Okay, so and this is for Ahmedabad. So what will I write? I will write Ahmedabad here. Here you can write here. This is Ahmedabad. Okay, or one more thing I forgot to write here. On the vertical axis we are representing the temperatures, whether it is maximum or minimum, but we are representing the temperature in degree Celsius. And here I am representing the cities. So I will write here cities on this direction. Okay. Now next is your Amritsar. Now Amritsar is showing a maximum temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. So 37, as I have already marked here, you can see. So I have to show the maximum temperature. I will use a black color for 37. Suppose that this is the color. This is my 37. I'll make a bar out of this now. Sorry, I have to make it a single line here. So 37 was somewhere here. So I will make one line here, and I will try and make a bar of height 37 degrees Celsius. Now I have to use a green colored pen for showing the minimum temperature of Amritsar, and that is 26 degrees Celsius. So after 25, 26 will be this number. Okay, this is 26. So I will go up to this level, this height, and show 26 here. Okay, and which city are they representing? Put the temperatures. They are representing Amritsar. Okay, it's Amritsar. Sorry, I'll write it again. This is Amritsar. Alright, next is Bangalore. For maximum temperature, I will take a black color. Bangalore, the maximum temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. So 28, where will it lie? 25, 26, 27, and this is 28. So I'll go parallel to this, leaving some gap in between, and this is my 28, a bar of 20, bar of height 28. Then for minimum temperature, I choose a green color, and Bangalore minimum temperature is 21. So after 20, the second line will represent 21. So again there is a bar of height 21 degree Celsius. Now which city are they both representing? They are representing Bangalore. If you don't want to write here, you can even write it at the top if you want. This is Bangalore. It's up to you whether you want to write it here or below. It's up to you. This is the temperature of Bangalore. Then you have Chennai. 36 degrees Celsius is the maximum temperature. Again I'll choose a black color. I will take 36 degrees Celsius. So it will be after 35. As you can all see, 36 is visible here. So 36 degree Celsius, I will draw the maximum temperature here. Again I'll make a bar of height 36 degree Celsius. And what is the minimum temperature of Chennai? It is 27 degrees Celsius. So 27 will lie between 25 and 30. This was 26 and after this is 27. Right, so 27 will be around this. You can easily mark it because you have a graph paper with you. I don't have a graph paper, so I'm just taking approximately and then writing it here. And both these are representing the temperature of Chennai. Similarly, we can draw the bars for Delhi, Jaipur, Jammu and Mumbai exactly in the same way. Now one more thing children I would like to explain you here. See, when you saw what was the maximum temperature, smallest reading in the column of maximum temperature was 28 degree Celsius and the highest was 41 degree Celsius. So there is no point in marking the numbers from 0, then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. When I know that I don't have to mark any reading between 0 to 15, so I need not mark it. So I am straight away starting with 20. So what we do here is we put a kink mark here like this. Can you see that? I have put a kink mark here with a blue color. Kink means that we have squeezed all the numbers between 0 to 20 as we did not require them. So they do exist, but we have squeezed them and they are all together now. Okay, so we are starting straight away with 20. If you want, you can write all the numbers 0, 5, 10, 15, then 20, 25, 30. There is no problem in that. But this is also one of the concepts. Maybe when you move on to the higher classes, this concept will be extremely useful to you. That is why I am just telling you now. So I have shown it to you here that this is how we mark a kink. Suppose if this is your line, mark a kink like this. That we have squeezed the rest of the intervals between 0 to 20. Alright. So I will show you the final figure, how it will come out, the double bar graph. And in this I will not squeeze the intervals, I will show you all the numbers, but this was just for explanation. Maybe sometimes you need it because there are many observations that you have to write, many numbers you have to write. So we avoid taking those numbers which are of no use to us. So we just try and squeeze them and we skip out those numbers in between and we put a kink mark like this. Okay, so now I will show you the final outcome of this, the double bar graph, how it will look like. And in that graph I will not squeeze the intervals, I will show you all the values. Also, how will you choose the scale here? As you can see, okay, let me first show you the final outcome. It will look like this. This is your double bar graph of question number 6. Okay, I have told you how to mark the numbers, and these are the cities on the horizontal axis, temperature on the vertical axis I have shown. Now how will I mark the scale on the vertical axis? As you can see that if you see your graph from 0 to 5, it will be representing 1 centimeter, right? Now 1 centimeter I am representing with 5 degrees Celsius. So my scale will be 1 centimeter is equivalent to 5 degrees Celsius. So whenever you make a double bar graph, it is very important that because you are making 2 bar graphs, I had the option of 2 different colors. So I have used red and green, one for maximum temperature, one for minimum temperature. Suppose in exam you don't have different colors. What you can do is you can draw both the bars with the pencil and make them give different kind of shading in them. Maybe suppose for maximum temperature with pencil you do this kind of a shading. Then in all the columns for maximum temperature you will do this kind of a shading, and for minimum temperature maybe you will do like this, put all crosses in between just to differentiate between the two graphs. Okay, 2 bars in fact. So if you have 2 different colors, use 2 different colors. If you don't have 2 different colors, you can use 2 different shadings to make them look different. So this is how we do our double bar graph, and then you can do questions pertaining to them by looking at the graph. I think you all will be able to do it. If there will be any doubt, then you can ask me. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you all now.